Here's how to replace a rear strut on a Chevy Volt. Take your tire off. Shock, we're not testing that, we're doing the struts. Some bolt right there, and then there's 2 bolts right there. So you would have to take this entire thing off, which is a pain in the butt. I'm just gonna cut around this and here so I can undo these bolts. So I've got a cutter here. And I'm just gonna, I know that this is not the ideal way of doing things. You should just remove things properly, but it's an old car, and honestly, cutting a small notch to access a bolt is much easier, and I don't think will affect long-term reliability. So I'm going to cut around that, and then I'll show you what it looks like. 18 and 18, and in the back here, let's see if I can see that. 18 here. Fold out. Fold out. Nope, that's not an 18. It's bigger. In the back here, I had to get the big boy gun out. This one wouldn't do it. Anyway, here's the bolts. And here's our strut. As you can see, it's not really rebounding. So, strut bad. It's much bigger because it's not collapsed. We need to transfer this bracket over. So we undo this nut, we undo here, and then we're gonna put the bracket on top of here and bolt it back down. I put a vice grip on the shaft to stop it from spinning so I could undo that nut. Obviously this damages the shaft, so it can't do it to the next one. So I hope we can get this on without it spinning. But this is a goner, so we can damage the shaft on this and it's no problem. All right, so it's on tight. That seems to have done the trick. There's barely any marring, and any marring there is up top here. Again, this bump stop will stop that part from going inside the shock, that part of the shaft, so it'll never damage anything, so we should be okay. And we're just gonna mount it. So we've got the car supported on the jack stand, so the easiest thing to do is lightly put in these 18s up top, and you can tell that where the shock is too far extended to fit in here, right? So now we can put the jack on here and lift this till it's the right height, and then we can put the bolt right through it. So I've got the jack here, lifting up the strut just enough to where I can get the bolt in. Now we can tighten up the bolt. It's not quite lined up, so I'm going to line it up by adjusting the jack. And then once the bolt is in, I can get rid of the jack and then tighten up the bolt all the way.